Welcome back. I'm going to be showing y'all how I achieved this super duper easy eyeshadow look today. And of course, I'm going to do a whole full beat. If you don't want to watch the full face, of course, you can just go ahead and skip right through. As usual, I started with priming my face with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. And then I went ahead and color corrected with my orange color corrector by e.l.f. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I did not like the way my base turned out today. The base was really rough, but I loved how the eyes turned out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep filming and I'm gonna post the video anyway. If you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, you love it. It is what it is, but the eyes turned out super cute. So stay tuned for that. Once I have blended out all of that color corrector, I go in with some powder on a triangle puff and I just go ahead and set the face. I went ahead and concealed the lids, and then after that I set it with the powder. And I kind of wish I would have went in with like a brown eye crayon to make this look pop a little bit more, but you know what, we're already here, so we're just going to continue. But like I said, go ahead and set it, and then I'm going in with the ABH x Jackie Aina palette. This is the shade Credit. It's like a really pretty deep purple. I put that all over my lid with a fluffy brush, and then I took a clean brush and I just blend out the edges, and I'm gonna start working the edge out to, you know, pull it out kind of like a cat eye. So you see, I'm kind of trying to snatch it upwards, but just blend out the edges, make sure there's no harsh lines. And this is like a really easy eyeshadow look. So now you just want to take a glitter or shimmer shade and pack it into the middle of the eye and then bring it up to do kind of like a halo eye. Keep it in the middle, and that's really it. That's the most simple eyeshadow look ever. Now, like I said, you can go ahead and skip the whole face part if you don't want to watch all that, but I will come back to the eyes later. So I went in with my foundation, and y'all know I use the same one. I go in with a flat brush first, blend it out, and then see if I want to build it up. And I completely forgot to build it up this time around. So don't do what I just did. Make sure if you have any color corrector underneath your foundation, or if you have any dark acne spots, make sure you cover them properly, or, you know, go in with a full coverage foundation. Whatever you got to do to make sure it's not peeking through, do that. And a little side note, do y'all notice how much lighter my foundation looks on my forehead? Because my forehead is like a lot darker than the rest of my body. You can go in with a deeper foundation on your forehead, or you can use your bronzer to kind of deepen it up as you go. But I might start using a deeper one up there. I know this is a lot of blush. It's really scary to look at, but this is when I say trust the process. And I might be doing too much, you know, this is not for everybody. I like to have fun with my makeup. Anyway, I take it underneath my eye, and the reason I put a whole lot is because I'm gonna add powder and concealer on top of this. Before I do that, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. cream bronzer and just kind of snatch up my jawline a little bit because it needs some help. Now for the concealer, I use two different concealers. I use e.l.f. and I also use Born This Way. This is how I like to place it. And I'm just kind of playing around with like my order of makeup right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with this brush. I'm gonna use a brush to blend out my concealer because I'm trying to place it specifically where I want it today. So I took it, of course, all the way underneath my eye, and then I went over my blush just a little. Now I'm taking a pressed face powder and I'm gonna set the front area of my eye because I want that to be the brightest area. I then went on to add concealer to my mustache area, Cupid's bow, whatever you want to call it, the chin, the forehead, and the bridge of my nose. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that all out. Y'all remember how crazy my blush is looking? Well, here's how I fix that. I go in with my Huda Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Cinnamon Bun. So I finish setting the rest of the under eye, and then I just take that powder and I go over my blush because it kind of blurs it out. It gives it almost like a filtered effect. So from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish using that setting powder underneath my eye. I'm gonna use it over my top lip, of course, cover up that mustache. And then I'm gonna put it on the bridge of my nose, my chin, and a little bit on the forehead as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Juvia's Place Bronze Duo palette, and I'm just gonna hit the nose area. I take this up into my brow as well. I really wanna carve out my nose, kind of make my features pop a little bit more. And then I take some on a blush brush and go underneath my blush to make that bone pop a little bit more. I take it onto my forehead as well. And then I take it on the chin area and underneath my jawline where I put that cream bronzer. And yes, I'm going in with more blush. I just want to make everything pop a little more. So I go in with the lighter shade on the apples of my cheeks and kind of get close to the under eye. And then I'll go in with the deeper shade and just take it, you know, onto the higher points of my cheeks. And then underneath the eye as well. All of this will tone down a little bit too once I spray it. But now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my nose. I do the tip of my nose and then I just do the center of the bridge. And this highlighter palette is by Milani. I think it's called the Strobe Lights. I take it also on the inner part of my eye just to make them pop. And I'm using these two shades again. So I went in with Credit first and I just put that on the lower lash line. And I, of course, built it up and then pulled it out towards the edge of my eye. And then I'm using that shimmer shade. I sprayed it down so it wouldn't get inside of my eyeball. And yeah, I just go ahead and place it there right in the center. And then we're using a cream eyeliner. This is a really pretty like yogurt shade, but it just makes the eyes pop a little bit more. I added some mascara and I put my moles back on my face, and then I'm just gonna set everything with this setting spray. This is by e.l.f. And then I'm going into the lips. I'm just taking a black liner and I'm going on the outer parts of my lips. I then took this really deep wine shade lip liner and I'm just gonna finish lining the lips. I have been living in this lipstick. This is the NYX Smooth Whip. It's in the shade Chocolate Mousse and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna take the Fenty lipstick, the red one, and just place that right in the center, blend it out a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over it with a clear gloss. And I don't know what it is, but when you add that gloss, ooh, it just makes everything look so much better. It just makes the whole face pop. Despite having a few minor setbacks with the foundation, I think this came out so pretty. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.